What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today I am going to show you how to draw this reference photo step by step. So I will show you the tools that I'll be using, and if you are interested you can grab your pencil and a sheet of paper. Any paper will do the work. And yeah, let's get started. So I'll be using a 3B pencil. Okay, if you have any pencil, it's fine as long as you can draw with it, no problem. Now I'll show you only the line drawing. I'm not gonna shade. Okay, I will just show you how to draw the basic proportions and the structure. All right, without any further ado, let's get started. Now I'm gonna start with the circle. Now the circle is for the top of the head, it's for the cranium. The placement of the circle on the paper is important. Do not place it in the middle because you need to draw the rest of the body. Okay, this is composition. It's just to make sure everything fits on the paper. Composition is really important when it comes to conveying the expression of the character, the reference you are drawing. Now once you draw that circle, we need to look for the side plane of the head because the head is a 3D object. Now what I look for usually is the side of the eyebrow. Okay, the eyebrow that is closest to us, that's where the plane changes. So I feel like it's going to be somewhere around here. Now this is a trial and error technique. You can try that many times, but if you can draw this Loomis method on top of the reference photo with, for example, a red pencil, it allows you to see where these lines are. Okay, just watching this video, it's not going to be fully, you're not going to fully comprehend that. Okay, so let me just push this line a little bit higher, maybe here. Okay, from the corner of the eyebrow, which is somewhere around here, to the ear, you can see that line. It means that the head is tilted upwards because the ear tells you about the tilt of the head. So just extend this line now to find the brow ridge or the brow line. And now you draw a perpendicular line, meaning a line that forms a 90-degree angle with this and this line. So we're gonna start with the center line of the face. So where the center line of the face is, it's usually between the two eyebrows. Okay, now because this is a 3/4 pose, this space is going to be longer and wider than this space because of perspective, obviously. So we're gonna draw a straight line rather than a curve. We're gonna draw a straight line. Our chin is gonna be somewhere around here, and this is where people struggle the most, is finding the chin. And yeah, it's gonna take you a lot of tries to actually get that. I think I pushed my center line way extreme, but it is fine. Now we're gonna draw a parallel line to this one. We're gonna draw it here and make sure it's going inside a little bit, just a little bit. So and it's gonna stop here. Now we're gonna just draw a line that connects to the chin. So I feel like the chin is longer than it should be here. Now we're gonna connect the side of the face. Just gonna draw a curve or a straight line like this. Now to complete the cranium, we're gonna have to draw a curve to find the side. The nose is here. This area here, it is longer than this one here, and it's much longer than this one. Okay, and that is what we call foreshortening. Now we're gonna just add the neck. So I think this is where the neck is. Now here there is a pinch on the neck and there is a stretch here. Whenever you see a head in this type of angle, there is always a pinch somewhere around here and a stretch at the other end. So let's add the neck and the shoulder. So let's start with the forehead. Okay, we're gonna have to crop the forehead, the brow ridge. So this is where the eyes are supposed to be. The cheekbone is here, and then we just define this as well. Now we're gonna Perhaps the ear first, just to get an idea. Let's adjust the top of the head. I think I need to move the eyebrows a little bit higher. So you can tweak things around, you can adjust accordingly. Now let's start with the most important part, the nose. So I'm gonna place a dot here, a landmark for my basic proportions of the nose. So we're gonna put this here for the tip of the nose. And now we're gonna just draw the bridge of the nose like this. You can see the other end, the other corner of the nose. Let's draw the nostril. Now this is not a stylized approach, okay? This is just how to draw the basic proportions of the head using the Loomis method. But most of the time when I draw, I use a more intuitive approach, and I use for my stylization. So I don't usually follow the same steps because I'm not learning this technique anymore. Okay, I think this is enough for the nose. I think the nostril is too big, but that's fine. Let's draw the plane. The tip of the mouth is gonna be here. The philtrum is here. Now let's find the corner of the mouth, which I feel like is gonna be here. The underside, bottom lip is here. Now you don't necessarily have to draw every single line. Some lines are more important than others. This is the bottom plane of the lip. Now let's draw the eyes. Now we draw the eyelid, top eyelid. Let's make it simple. We draw the actual eye, the bottom eyelid. Let's add some thickness to draw the eyelashes. Let's draw the eyebrow. I'm just gonna use this eye to draw this one. Sometimes I like to use this line to find the proportions. I also like to use this line here from the side of the nose. So these two lines help you find the corner of the eye. Now this one eye here is going to be bigger than this one. And the obvious reason is foreshortening, perspective. Perspective changes everything. I will thicken this line for the eyelashes. And now I will draw the upper eyelid and now the eyebrows. And the hair starts here. So now we can just go ahead and draw the hair. Always look for interrelationship between the features. For example, here where the hair is and the eyebrows. Okay, the ear, let's make it quick. And the earring. If I want to make sure I am on the right track, I can take a break, a 2 minutes, 5 minutes break. Go for a walk, for example, and come back later. That allows me to see the drawing from a different perspective and spot the mistakes if I've made any. I'm not quite happy with the hair, but you know what? That is fine. That is totally fine. So I'll just blend it with my finger. Okay. I think I'm done here. All right, folks, that is it for today's video. If you have made it so far, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. You can also join me on Patreon, where you can support me monthly by watching my exclusive videos like 1 hour videos every single week. So if you want to be part of the community, join me on the link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate. See you in the next video.